Okay, I'm going to describe the beginning. In the beginning, there was a vast nothingness, just nothing. In this nothing, there was me, you, everything, but as nothing. And the vacuum of this nothing pulled in on itself so much that it imploded, and everything was created as it is. And the first thought was, I am. That is God. We are in the middle of the cycle of this, of everything, in motion, the galaxies, everything. On our way, again, to the beginning of a cycle and the end of this cycle, which is nothing. So much for a beginning. You know, before I really begin this film, there's something I want to tell you that's kind of important to me. It's something I've always wanted to say to the people I don't like out there, you know, murderers, pedophiles, rapists, and all those fuckers who walk all over you. And it goes like this. You know, you may think if you suck out the devil, you'll get exactly what you want. But what you gotta remember is that the devil hates everybody. And sooner or later, he's going to take his time in dragging you all the way down to hell and nailing you to the ground. And I'm going to be standing there right beside him, foot to hoof. And the only thing I'm going to say, every time after I shit down your neck and wait for you to swallow, is when is it my turn? And all I have to say after that is I think I need a girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be like that. That's this kind of film. Oh yeah. You're in for it now. Oh yeah. I'm bad. Now, you're probably thinking, how does he make such a fantastic film? And everything about this is so magnetically, impulsively, compellingly amazing. Well, it's quite simple. I spent the last... oh, goddamn. I spent the last, 49 years writing this script in my subconscious. And then I turned on the camera. And then I edited it. And now you're watching it. Yeah, that's about it. But if you really want to know how to understand this film, you got to understand the way I think. And it's kind of like this. I know. I know that I know. I know this, that, the other, and all. I also know what I don't know, therefore I know what I need to know. Therefore, I know. There it is. Now you know that. There it is. Of course, there's another little poem I wrote that will settle you all. And it's proof positive that everybody is perfect. And I hate to admit this one is true because even people I don't like are perfect in their own way. And why they're made that way, some of them, I don't know. But this is, you're going to see my point now in a second. You are perfect. Perfection is perfection, and perfectly so. That is perfect is perfect. That is imperfect in its own right is perfectly imperfect and therefore perfect. So you are perfect with all your flaws. Perfectly imperfect to the last. Remember that. Okay. Now in this part of the film I have to give us our first advertisement from our sponsors. Now lucky you, I got to compose and direct and star in this ad. And it's a really, really simple ad. It's about medications and getting any type of medical help. And I figured this was the best way to do it. Okay? Now, You're diseased. You're fucked up and you're about to drop dead. Get help. That's the end of the advertisement. So, now, I remember years ago when I was nothing but a sperm and an egg somewhere in the ethos of someone's psyche. And I said to myself, now at the time I didn't know what this meant. And to be honest, I still don't. But do I care? That I don't know either, because I still haven't figured it out. Would you like another ad? I'm going to give you a basic run through of what this film's about. You see, I'm schizophrenic. That's actually a fact. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious. I'm schizophrenic. Heavy smoker. But the real thing is about this film is about my schizophrenia and how I sort of cope. And it's by doing things like this. Okay. So, I love animals. I love birds in particular. And wise animals. And there are two animals I'm going to talk to you about now. The owl and the elephant. The owl is an ultimate source of wisdom, as many know. So I asked the greatest owl of all, which is now only a spirit, please teach me ultimate wisdom in the constant moment. And it said, who? And I said, you, that's who. Who, it said. I said, me, that's who. And then I learned, and I listened, and then I turned to the elephant, and I asked the elephant, how do I learn all the things that you remember? And the elephant simply turned to me and said, your heart already knows it. Simply listen. So I did, and I heard. So to end this simple film, which is deceptively short for a feature, I'm going to talk about the concept of mental illness. You are your own art form. If you imagine that creativity gone awry is mental illness, then you can possibly imagine that the cure is creativity put in the right place. So if you draw your illness, you're producing something positive. Maybe that's the solution. And after that, you can see your signature, the way you write, which is very personal to you, and you've learned how to make it your own, as your own art form if you don't draw. So if your signature is your art form, your name is your art form, your name representing you is your art form. So you are your own art form. Bye for now. Take care.